Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to this new moon healing activation that will support us to navigate our current energies for the highest good. We have a new moon in Sagittarius coming up on December 12th, 2023 at 11:32 p.m. UK time. And this is a wonderful time to set an intention, so do let me know what your intentions are in the comments. This new moon is extremely positive and it's about optimism, hope and future visions. So this session will support you to flow with these energies. Whilst the intention of the healing is to make the most of the new moon, it will also be set up to have a timeless quality. So whenever you find this, trust that it will be the right moment for you to receive this healing. During the session, I will go through a process of finding what needs to be balanced. Then I will invite you to hold certain areas of your body. This will help us to embody the healing as it brings oxygenated blood and awareness to areas of focus. But it will also help to anchor new frequencies into our body-mind. So I invite you to make yourself comfortable, either sitting, reclining or lying down. And let's start by taking 3 nice deep breaths into your belly. Nice deep expansive breaths. And with every out breath, an invitation to release, relax and let go. Really giving yourself permission to let go of anything that is no longer serving. Releasing, letting go. Scanning your body-mind, searching for areas of tension, bringing your focus and awareness to these areas and giving yourself permission to let go. Relaxing your forehead, behind your eyes, jaw, neck, shoulders, and letting the relaxation flow down through your body with every out breath, falling deeper and deeper into relaxation. And then inviting you to shift your focus onto the in-breath. And with every in-breath, an invitation to breathe in new energy, new opportunities, new possibilities, really opening yourself up to this transformation and healing and being present to receive. So as I tune into the group today, the first thing that is coming up is a download. And we are going to download a colour frequency that is going to support us to really make the most of this new moon. And the colour that's coming up is the colour green. So I invite you, if it's comfortable to do so, to place your thumb over the crown of your head and then to place your middle finger over your third eye region, same hand. So you've got your thumb on your crown, your middle finger on your third eye. And just start taking a couple of nice deep breaths. And as we breathe in, we're going to visualize green, the color green, coming in through the crown of the head, down through our central column to our base chakra. And then as we breathe out, we're going to send that color back up through the central column. And as it does so, it is going to help clear out any energy that's no longer needed. So as we breathe in the colour green, we're going to download hope and increased creativity and support for the heart chakra. So support for coming into our heart's energy field. You might like to place your other hand over your heart center as we do this. So in your own time, just breathing in that beautiful green light, that beautiful frequency that relates to the heart chakra, into the core of your being, right down to your base. And as you breathe out, setting the intention that this green light just helps to clear out anything that no longer serves us. breathing it out where it's transmuted by the violet flame. Okay, you can relax your hands when you finish the next out breath. That is complete. So the next thing that is coming up is we're going to look at the relationship between the sacrum and the coccyx. The sacrum is the big bone at the base of your spine, and just underneath it is the tailbone, and there's a joint there that's meant to move. But sometimes if we have an accident, if we fall on our coccyx, or we just have perhaps some trauma in our life, this joint can get stuck. And what's coming up is to work to open up this joint for all of us. So you can just place your hand over your sacrum if it's comfortable to do so. And we're going to work with the consciousness of letting go and letting God. Sometimes when this joint gets stuck, it can lead us to want to control. So it's allowing that divine energy to move through us and move us. So that alignment with the colour green through our central channel into our base was also supporting this opening up of the sacrum coccyx to the frequency of love, which is the colour of the heart chakra. So this is also going to support us to trust in the process. And we're also going to balance the relationship between optimism and responsibility, which comes in with this sacrum coccyx balance, because we need to be responsible, but we also want to be optimistic. We don't want to just be in the responsibility. So it's balancing these two things. The next thing that's coming in is the relationship between the sacrum coccyx and the planet Jupiter, which is actually the ruler of Sagittarius, which is, we have this new moon in Sagittarius. So it's very much the energy that we're working with at the moment, the energy of Jupiter, which is about expansion. Now, on a physical level, when we connect the energy of Jupiter into the sacrum coccyx, it can really help to open up that joint, and in turn, it can actually alleviate a lot of back problems. So if you have any back problems, particularly lower back problems, this balancing may well help to shift some of this energy for you. But it can also work, this energy, on a more spiritual level as well. And what's coming up is opportunity and faith. And because we're linking this energy of Jupiter into the sacrum coccyx joints, my sense is it's really grounding and embodying this opportunity, this faith that this new moon has to offer us, the hope that this new moon has to offer us. So that's very, very positive. It's just really grounding it in this joint so that we can really balance that relationship between opportunity and responsibility for the highest good of all. One of the other energies that the planet Jupiter brings in is the energy of seeking. And this is really about seeking the light, seeking the spiritual. It's also about broadening our horizons and seeking new experiences. So really expanding our understanding of the world and integrating the spiritual into our life. So because we are linking this into that sacrum coccyx area, it's going to really enable that spiritual foundation in our life, and giving us faith in that as well. So that's the whole picture. So holding over the sacral coccyx, we're just going to start the energy balancing, and I'm going to just be supporting you to open up this joint. Your breath can really support you as well. So breathing nice deep breaths into that sacrum area, almost like you're breathing your sacrum with the breath of God. Focusing on the out breath, letting go, letting God, trusting process. Breathing in optimism, letting go of any ways we're perhaps over responsible, where we're perhaps feeling bogged down. Allowing this openness and expansion of the sacrum coccyx as the energy of Jupiter comes in. So we're working with the planet Jupiter, really bringing this energy to the sacrum coccyx but we're also working with that inner voice, that inner archetype of Jupiter. So the aspect of ourself that is looking for opportunity, seeking, broadening her horizons, integrating the spiritual. We're embodying that and grounding that. So another really nice couple of deep breaths. There's still some shifting happening in the sacrum. So just really being open to allowing that healing and expansion of the sacrum. Can sometimes get a little bit contracted. Okay, that is complete. You can relax your hands. So the next thing that is coming in is the consciousness of potency. So it's actually linking into the water element, which is very much the element that we're moving into as we move into the winter. And it's a time of year when we really need to start looking after our water element, which is particularly our kidneys. You know, nurturing that yin, allowing ourselves deep rest and nurturing. So we're looking at this water element and bringing potency to this water element. The water element can relate to our vitality, to our life force, to what we inherit, our ancestry. So it's that potency, really bringing that through into our waters. And what's coming up is how we can really bring that through is via our sense of hearing. And through our life experience, we can tend to develop filters on our senses that really stand in the road of us being able to hear, in this case, in a healthy way. So we're really supporting the sense of hearing to hear in a healthy way. And what is coming in is intuition. So it's that inner voice, trusting the inner voice. We worked with the sacrum coccyx area earlier and really trusting that process of life, trusting in God, but also trusting in ourselves, in our inner voice, in our inner knowing, which is really part of what we're moving into as we shift into New Earth. It's really about trusting our own voice. So we're going to be working with that inner hearing and really listening to that. We're then connecting it into the kidneys, which are also part of the water element. And we're going to be looking at balancing the kidneys via working with the Chinese clock, which in traditional Chinese medicine, the kidney energy is at its strongest from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. So if you sometimes find that you're having an energy slump during this time of day, it might be an indication that your kidney energy is a little bit out of balance. So we're going to be bringing some more potency to the kidneys to support vitality and also this bringing through of wisdom via the intuition. We're going to balance it with the 5 a.m., 7 a.m. time window. So that's when the kidney energy is at its weakest. And it's the large intestine time. So it's a good time of day to be letting go of the old. So we're going to work with this by balancing the 5 p.m., 7 p.m. window with the 5 a.m., 7 a.m. window to really bring balance between these two opposites. And it's going to help to nurture the yin in our body, which is really, really deeply important during this time of moving into the winter. But in order to really nurture the yin, we need to be able to let go. And the large intestine is going to really support us to do that, to let go of. The autumn period is all about the leaves losing their trees, letting go as we move into that yin phase. So we're then going to allow this potency of the yin, of the water element, of the kidneys, of really going inward and listening to ourselves, to work with all the organs and body parts that are associated with this water element. So that's the brain, the nervous system, the bones, the reproductive system, as well as the bladder and the kidneys. So it's this real sense of allowing this potency to really sink in, to seep in on a very deep level as we begin to listen to what we need, really. You know, if we need rest, then listening to that intuition that will guide us, and allowing that potency of this yin time when the seeds are planted and can really grow, which is very, very poignant for this beautiful new moon as well, to then shine and grow. So that is the whole balancing. We're also bringing in the energy of Jupiter to support this. And what's coming in with Jupiter this time is compassion, particularly compassion for ourselves. So in relation to that, what do I need right now? You know, what is my intuition telling me and guiding me that is right for me? And really listening to that and allowing it to seep into the waters of our body mind so they can really settle in. So that's the whole picture. So I think holding over the kidneys would be really supportive for this. So if you're lying down, you can have your palms face downward, but otherwise holding the bottom of the rib cage. If you're sitting up, you might want to just rub your kidneys. The kidneys love to be rubbed in the winter. It's just such a beautiful, nurturing thing to do for our kidneys, to keep them warm and to let them know that we are safe and secure. So I'm going to start the balancing. So we're working with the consciousness of potency, really coming into the waters of our body. So the hearing, so we can really listen to ourselves and honor ourselves, our kidneys and bladder for vitality, wisdom, but also sleep. It can really help to get us to have some deeper rest by balancing these times of day, the 5 p.m, 7 p.m. with the 5 a.m, 7 a.m, because often if there's an imbalance in the kidney energy, it will affect our sleep and we will wake in the night. So we're then allowing this potency to balance the brain, the nervous system, the bones, reproductive system. So allowing this potency to sink deeply into the waters of your body. And then bringing in again this expansive energy of Jupiter, your inner knowing, your inner voice of compassion as well, to really be kind to yourself as we move into these winter months, a real time of rest, nurture, and yin time, me time. Okay, that is complete, so you can relax your hands. The next thing that I'm picking up is we need to look at this balance between the metal and the water element. The metal element in traditional Chinese medicine feeds the water element. If you look at the soil and you have metal deep within the soil, it's what draws the water. So there's a relationship between the two. But what I'm picking up is that this metal is not feeding the water as well as it could. And so we're going to look at balancing this, because as we're moving from the autumn, which is metal time, into the winter, we want that natural feeding, that letting go of the autumn to enable us to sink into a much deeper space as we move into our waters. So this is going to really nurture and support this. And the way we're going to work with this is via the breath. And what I'm picking up is the breath is very much the metal element, our lungs, that breathing. And the breathing really enables us to let go of that which is not serving us, so we can fully embrace and breathe in the new opportunities, the new possibilities. And that is really what this new moon offers us. It offers us a new beginning, a broadening of our horizons. But we can only really broaden our horizons if we've let go of all the stuff that we're full of, all the old sort of garbage, as it were, because you can't put more in if we're already full up. So this is what we're working with here. There aren't really any hands positions, but you can just really focus on your breathing. Nice, deep, expansive breaths, balancing the metal and the water element, so that the letting go starts to enable us to move inwards into our inner peace, our inner place of rest, and our inner place of planting the seeds for the future, for the new opportunities, for the new growth, for the new expansion possibilities. So taking a few more nice deep breaths, observing your breath, noticing if there's any shifting that's happening in the breath as we balance this. And that's the end of the session, so feel free to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, coming back into the room. Thank you so much for listening today. My name is Sarah Chave, and this is the part of a new moon, full moon series, so do look in my playlist to find other healing activations. Please do share this with your friends so that this work can become more available for people. And if you're wanting any one-to-one care, then please do reach out for one-to-one sessions and group sessions with me. Many new moon blessings. Bye for now.